Good day, I'm Carrie-Ann Smith and this is your JIS News for Friday, June 5. The National Security Minister has commended those members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF who ensured the safety and security of the country during protest action by some of their colleagues. In a statement yesterday, Minister Peter Bunting described their actions as selfless and honorable, befitting the new type of policing that is being practiced by the JCF. He also thanked members of the Jamaica Defence Force for working with the police to ensure adequate security across the nation over the past few days. The National Security Minister has also welcomed the decision of the Police Federation to return to the negotiating table. Police officers called in sick for work early this week, signaling their disapproval of the government's wage offer. The government has maintained that given the fiscal constraints, the country has to stick to the terms and conditions of the economic reform program. The capacity of the Auditor and Contractor General's offices is being expanded to improve governance, accountability and transparency. Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller says this is part of her administration's work to enhance the efficiency, quality and cost-effectiveness of the public sector.
The monitoring of budget-funded public bodies will be strengthened by enforcing the time limit for submission of the relevant public bodies' financial statements to the Auditor General. We are also bolstering the capacity within the Auditor General's office for more in-depth and frequent reviews of these statements. The Office of the Auditor General is to be strengthened, and the Office of the Contractor General is being given attention in terms of accepting and responding to its resource needs and mandate.
The Prime Minister was speaking on Tuesday at the opening ceremony for the International Conference on Strengthening Legislative Oversight for Fostering Accountability and Sustainable Growth. The June 2 to 4 conference was a joint effort of the Houses of Parliament, the World Bank, the IDB, UNDP and Parlaméricas. As government encourages Jamaicans to actively prepare for disasters, state agencies have begun to look at the national response mechanisms. Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller chaired a meeting of the National Disaster Committee where stakeholders looked at disaster preparation measures to safeguard all Jamaicans in the event of natural disasters.
Since we cannot predict, we better be prepared. And it is in this spirit that I call the meeting so that all of us can get together and begin to discuss and to put the necessary plans in place just in case.
June is being observed as Disaster Preparedness Month. More than 1,000 healthcare workers island-wide are to be trained to help reduce maternal and child mortality. The Ministry of Health recently signed a Memorandum of Understanding with American health organization Footprints Foundation to administer the training exercise. It will be delivered under the ministry's program for the reduction of maternal and child mortality, which receives external funding.
That is a grant from the European Union, 22 million euros, which is over 3.45 billion Jamaican dollars over the next 4 or 5 years. And that will significantly help us with Millennium Development Goals 4 and 5.
Goals 4 and 5 are all about reducing child mortality and improving the health of pregnant women. Full training for healthcare workers is to start in June and it should improve newborn care and emergency obstetric care in 6 hospitals. That's 1 in each of the 4 health regions. These are in addition to the 2 specialist hospitals, the Victoria Jubilee Hospital and the Bustamante Hospital for Children. As experts predict continued growth for tourism well into the next decade, government is commending one major tourism player for its multi-million-dollar investment in the sector. Sandals Resorts International put $60 million into remodeling the Sandals Ochi Beach Resort, and Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller has commended the company for it. Speaking at an opening ceremony Monday, Mrs. Simpson-Miller pointed to world tourism predictions for 3.8% growth in the local sector up to 2020. And finally, the National Environment and Planning Agency NEPA has partnered with the Press Association of Jamaica to launch an Environmental Journalism Award. It's in a bid to increase the reporting of environmental issues by local media.
I would also like to say to you all that the environment and managing the environment has a lot of news. And I sometimes am surprised that members of the media don't pick up on certain stories or track certain stories. To follow what is happening and to help to galvanize support through advocacy.
The involvement of an understanding of colleagues in the media is also very important in helping to just raise awareness.
And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Carrie Ann Smith. Thanks for watching.